All right, welcome back, everyone, to the MIRA Race Network, presented by Get Up Sales and Service. Nate Dreyer, Spanky Robinson, JD Hawk also up here with us, working through our race order here this morning. Looks like we're going to roll right into the Diesel Freaks Junior program. As first up, we have a 340 Junior Heat coming up to begin our day. So the juniors out on track. JD, to start things a little bit right here is we've shifted around the morning run a little bit.
Yes, they're falling in behind that Kaiser Construction pace sled, and they're getting their first chances to see this surface. And I'll tell you what, these men and women, young men and women, maybe young, but they are definitely experienced, and pace sleds kind of giving them a chance to get around. So it looks like we might be getting underway here very shortly.
Yeah, first chance that these youngsters have had to see the circuit this weekend. The 8 to 11-year-olds here in the Junior 340 class out there is they get a chance to, on big race day on Sunday, get onto the track and show off a little bit of what they have. So we've got a heat, and we'll later have a final here.
Jamie Vincent staging him right now. Sorry about that.
In the Junior 340 class. So, as JD mentioned, getting things staged out right now, and we're getting set for our first 340 Junior Heat of the morning. As we, Spanky, welcome you in as well, kind of right here, getting things shifted and ready to go.
Yeah,
we're going right into some more action.
I'll tell you what, the young ones, they're excited to go. We don't want to bringing it up to the line here now. Good-looking field of young riders out there.
Absolutely. So they'll line themselves up at the advanced installation start-finish line. Chief starter Mark Juday's got the O'Reilly Auto Parts green flag as he's getting everyone set. See Carson Furyk in the middle in the 19 machine.
Yeah, you can see a lot of these young ones got Dad's number on the windows of their sled, just little clones, a lot of the race sleds of their fathers and mothers. And
3-lap race.
Oh,
and
a little bit of a jump there for.
Yeah, that's for Mash there. That goes just a bit early, and he'll have to reset. We'll re-rack him, and we'll reset one more time.
He'll pull it. Looks like a little Polaris into the spot there, and Mark Juday will line him back up. We'll get ready to go.
That's a 91 Polaris.
That's interesting. He came in from race control. They asked Mark Juday if he was going to make him start in the back. He said, nope, he just wasn't lined up proper. There's that O'Reilly green flag.
All right, we are off and running. The 72 took the first advantage with Easton Giroux on board. Sweeping to the outside is Furyk, and he will control early. First of 3 laps in our heat for Diesel Freaks Jr. 340. Furyk with the advantage, able to sweep around the outside. He's got the lead, and he's stretching it down the backstretch over the number 4.
Yeah, Carson Furyk doing a good job. Had a chance to chat with him this morning. He was ready to go, and he's excited. He's got a pretty good lead. There's a battle for second. Look at that machine come for second. That's the number 24, Cooper Vermash.
It is Vermash, and we have a tumble. And we'll have a red out as the 4 does go over.
Well, the rider up, that's good news. A little bit disappointed that maybe some damage on that machine of him, and he's going, oh, no.
He's looking, oh, my goodness. They're checking him out right quick. They'll do an assessment, and if we need to. We haven't called her name this weekend yet, thank goodness. Jan Bailey, our on-track nurse. Oh, man, she is such a wonderful lady. Does so much for us, and always brings her expertise here. So that, of course, would be up to Jamie first, and if he looks like he's a little woozy. But, they're saying the sled looks pretty good. They're going to check it out and get him relined back up again.
Looks like a little Yamaha. I don't think we have a name. Do we have a name on that one, Nate?
I believe that's going to be Trenton Alpers out of Manton. He also is listed in the Junior Vintage 340 class. Looks like they entered him into the main 340 class as well.
They're trying to get Trenton's machine able so it can get it started back up and you join the field. Trenton a little bit disappointed that he's damaged that machine. The good news, he's A-OK.
There comes Jan right now, looks like.
Yeah, there's Jan Bailey. Does such a great job. Been around racing for many, many years, all around the MIRA circuit as well, up in Sault Ste. Marie. does a super job. All the racers love Jan Bailey.
Having a look at some of the bars and some of the controls there on that number 4 Yamaha.
You can see the crew there just making sure that the young fella's okay there. He's swearing that he's all right.
I can make it, Coach. I can make it.
He's a little bit
They're so tough they don't want to be kicked out.
He's a little disappointed that his race machine's got a little bit of damage, but
looks like he's getting the goggles back on.
yeah.
And if all things are good, possibly ready to drive that number 4 back into competition if things are.
All right. They waved off Jan Bailey, so he must be good.
Oh, he wants to get back on there. You know it is
Heck yeah.
the Diesel Freaks Junior 340 race on the race course here at Williamsburg. Pretty interesting, Nate. You get down in the pits, and these it's all business. These young riders, they're around the race teams, and that's all they dream about is getting out on the track and running like dad. And on the races, you can see a little replay of what happened there. You can just see he was on the inside, just hooked the ski a bit, and over he went. And good job of the other riders to avoid. That's a good shot right there, as he was pretty disappointed. Hey, good, some good strength, able to turn that machine back up on a.
Our instant replay is brought to you by Auto Solutions and out of Farwell.
That was a great shot. He's back underway. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's got her back going. He'll join the field. He'll go with the tail of the field now.
All right, so that's good work for Trenton. He'll be able to re-enter things as we line things back up. And we'll re-rack them one more time, continuing our Diesel Freaks Junior 340, our first heat here, and getting a chance to reset it after we had that incident right before they got back to the stripe for the first time.
They're just waiting now for Trenton to come back around and join on to the restart here. Good looking field there, boy. Cooper Vermash in that 24, the 28, that is, we got a name on that 28. Sometimes we don't get the information, so tough to say who's on board. On board that 19, that is Carson Farek. In the 72, that is Easton Giroux. The 35, that is Aria Braylon. I hope I'm saying that close. And then the 18, that's Carter Sewell. So,
got them aligned once again. We'll wait to potentially get that number 4 of Alpers back in the running right here as everyone's set and ready to go. It's turned into a Furyk versus Vermash battle to begin things last time, and we're just about ready to go. JD?
Real quick, just want to make sure Auto Solutions, they're sponsor of our instant replay, and they also will have a tow truck on site today if you get stuck. So they will be happy to help you out. Auto Solutions out of Farwell. Thank you very much.
All right, lining up to the advanced installation start-finish. Ready to get the O'Reilly Auto Parts green flags. Looks like, unfortunately, the 4 Valpers not going to be able to continue here. Everyone else will align themselves, however, and we'll go 6 deep to restart our Diesel Freaks Junior 340 class here in Williamsburg and the Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel 250 weekend.
Watch the start, Nate. It's going to be a big one here. Is a pretty good battle between the 24 and the 19. Furyk got the lead, but 24 right there. So they're all looking to hook up and get a good start here. Watch the start.
And they'll go side by side as well to start. Green in the air from Chief Starter Mark Juday. We are off and running. It's the 28 up the inside with a good jump. Once again, Furyk right out of the middle groove, able to slide his way to the point. And Furyk will look to control the field, but Vermash, the big run, a slide, able to corral it off the second turn, and we'll set up Furyk versus Vermash one more time.
Yeah, Furyk chases, or he's got some company there as Vermash in that blue 24 in second, but Carson Furyk doing a good job. He's on the bars and leaning over as he'll bring it off 3. Here's a challenge now from Vermash.
Vermash going around the outside, both riders on Polarises and able to control here to the start of the second lap. side by side, flashing across the line. Furyk will just have it by a nose. That time he'll lead it off into turn 1. He takes the inside, and again, Vermash looking for the run around the outside. He'll rip the top, he'll carry the speed down the backstretch with a big run, put Vermash in front of Furyk. He'll take the lead down the backstretch.
Yeah, Vermash out into the lead. Cooper Vermash on that 24, but here comes Furyk. Furyk up alongside now. He'll poke that ski up alongside, and Vermash will grab a bit of a lead off turn 4 to the line.
If Furyk tried the over-under move, he got the big speed advantage down the stretch. Will flash across the line. 1 to go. One last chance. Let's see how things can get set up. Copper Vermash has the advantage. It's Dustin Furyk trying to chase him down. Vermash, a little bit of a correction on the bars out of turn 2. Minding the bumps well. Able to open up the gap, but here comes the 19. Another run for Furyk down the backstretch. We'll head to 3 and 4 for the final time. Furyk giving a look around the outside. Vermash will hold it here in front. We'll see what sort of run we're going to be able to get the 19 to get. He doesn't have one coming. It's going to be Vermash hanging on and taking the heat win in Diesel Freaks Junior 340.
Yeah, Vermash able to hold off the charge. A late charge by Carson Furyk, but just couldn't quite get there. And good job by all the young riders out here in the Diesel Freak Junior 340. 8 to 11-year-old riders on board. Great job. Your winner in that 24. That's Cooper Vermash.
I do want to make mention to thank Diesel Freaks especially. This is a great program to groom these young people. Excuse me. We had Haven Bouverette came up through our junior program, and she's now turned pro and has done a fantastic job. We had an opportunity to speak with some of the teams in the off season, and they were telling us, especially we talked with Who's Racing, and they told us how they groom their rider right now, and they get him laps as many times as they can. They go out in a frozen lake. They get him working on that stuff so he can get real comfortable behind that sled and just do a great job.
Look at the shot there. How proud young man. He'll bring that back pit side, young Mr. Vermash, as he's won the Diesel Freak 340 class here. But I had a chance this morning, JD, to talk with Carson Furyk, and just joking with him, I said, hey, I said, make sure you bring your helmet up to the Sioux, and in case his dad, Dustin's going to be riding with the, I believe, the Hoos Racing 67. And he said, well, that's what I'm thinking.
Nice.
He's ready to go if needed up in the Sioux.
Nice.
Carson Furyk, that was pretty cool what he said there.
And welcome back, everyone, to Williamsburg and the Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel 250. Nate Dreyer, Spanky Robinson with you here on the MIRA Race Network, presented by Get Up Sales and Service. The junior program getting ready to enter their 5-lap finals momentarily. It's the Junior 340s that will begin our final sessions right here. 8 to 11-year-olds all coming into alignment at the Advanced Insulation start-finish line. And we'll get ready to get that O'Reilly Auto Parts green flag in the hand of Mark Jade in the air in just a moment.
Yeah, we've seen the young riders out a good run, the first run out here, so this is big. This is the final. Quick rundown of the riders in 72. That's Easton Giroux in that 72. Second row inside the 24. That is Cooper Vermash. The number 19, Carson Furyk. The number 18, I believe that is out there, that is Carter Sewell.
And we are off and running. The 35 also out there, Braylon Erla. You see one of the stranded machines as well just to the outside. Is Furyk able to take the initial advantage as Copper Vermash looks to follow him off of turn 2. This was the battle last time. It was Furyk in front, Vermash in second. They went head-to-head and dueled on throughout the heat race. A bigger advantage right here for Furyk as he's able to open up a very good start on the first of 5 laps in this final.
Yeah, almost a carbon copy of the last start. Here comes Furyk off turn 4 for the first complete lap number 1 here. He's got her straightened out down the straightaway on the inside. Shortest way around is Vermash on the inside in that 24.
That stranded sled to the inside right now. Looks like we're going to be able to stay green. As again, Vermash is trying to fight it. He'll go up and over. And the young man takes a tumble. And Vermash is thankfully right back up to his feet. He'll find a way off. So looks like he is okay. But the 24 tumbles away for Vermash.
Yeah, there's the hands on the hip. He's a little bit disappointed with himself that he's spilled that sled. The sled looks to be not too bad. And the rider, the best news, the young rider, thumbs up. You can see there that he's saying that he's A-OK on that one. Good job by young Mr. Vermash on that one, Cooper Vermash. These are riders age 8 to 11 years old out there, and boy, they take this serious, Nate. I'll tell you, it's their time to shine.
And here's a look again at Vermash. Gets her sideways, and around it goes, and he'll go for the tumble as well. As the 24, like you said, though, able to avoid, it looks like anything overly major on the damage, and I think he's even getting set to get back on the 24.
Oh,
As we go back live, that's exactly what's happening.
He'll be
And
back
of
on
course, our instant replay brought to you by Automotive Solutions out of Farwell. I'll get my tongue away from my eye teeth so I can see what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he's back ready to go.
All
boy.
right, that's great news right there. Everybody here in the local stands, give that young man a hand.
That is the 24. Nice-looking Polaris, you can see, of Cooper Vermash. Akron, Michigan, the hometown. It's a 91 Polaris 340 cc. So he'll get her turned back around, get her in line, and he'll have to start from the tail. But what do we completed? One lap, Nate?
Yeah, we were working the second before that incident, so still 4 to go here in the Diesel Freaks Junior 340 final, and also that stranded 28 still off the side of the race course as well. They'll get that righted and back towards the paddock area as Vermash gets ready to loop around the 24 and rejoin the field.
So that one will take a ride in the toboggan. You can see a specially designed toboggan that when a sled is broke down and the track won't turn, probably some problems, maybe derail the track or something there. But what that does, it just the rider can easily ride in that sled, and it just takes a little toboggan ride back pit side, and that's the case on that 28. We don't have a name on the 28, but my guess that would be involved with the Countryside Motorsports team, and probably a young Vermash on that would be my guess. As they'll take that Polaris. Boy, they never had those when I was a kid, Nate. I would have definitely, it would have been on my Christmas list to Santa Claus. So they check out the young man there, the 24. He's okay, ready to go. Machine's lined back up. Carson Fierick, boy, he's nailed the starts, and he had a big, real close race with Cooper in that 24 and Cooper Vermash, and so still lots of laps left here. We got this a 5-lap final, Nate?
Yes, yep, 5-lap final, and we'll get them aligned once more again, and now we have Fierick and Sewell both pulling away as the flagmen are trying to get their attention behind as we're trying to align everybody here.
They're ready to roll. Mr. Fierick, he's excited. Hey, hello to Marcy Fierick out there. She helps us out, does a great job all the time broadcasting with us, pit reporting, and today she's keeping the race team in order. Her son right there in the 19, and her hubby Dustin, he'll be out later on here in the Enduro, and the little girl, she's a little bit tired today. I seen the Fiericks early this morning at breakfast, and they're trackside.
Going to send that 18 sled around a little bit, get him set in a staggered start.
So on the staggered start, the 19 of Fierick will get to take the point. Vermash will follow, and that's going to be the X factor, is how is that blue Polaris for Vermash feeling right now after that tumble. He's been the main competition in the duel with Fierick for the top spot in the 340 junior class. So I think that's probably the main question we're looking at, Spanky, is that 24 still feeling right, handling right, and will he have anything to continue that battle with Carson?
It was just kind of a slow rollover there, so I don't think a lot of damage done. It did bust the windshield off that machine, but you can see Mr. Vermash, he's ready to go. Fierick ready to roll. So we'll just line him back up. A bit of a staggered start here as
Giroux, Erla, and Sewell will wrap out the field. 5 to go here as we've lost a sled, and we will get ready to restart on the second of 5 laps here in the Diesel Freaks Junior 340 final.
young Mr. Giroux, Easton Giroux, a good runner in that 72 right in the middle of the track. Also, so
that O'Reilly flag just about ready to go.
He'll tear off Furyk on the inside. He'll cover off Vermash on the start. Really good jump from Giroux. He'll swap past Vermash, take that second place, all while Furyk's able to gain control of the field, and Vermash is trying to feel things out as Giroux fights with him for the second spot.
Well, there comes that 24, Vermash. He'll get around Giroux, but Giroux now fights back on the inside.
And Giroux.
Here he comes down on the inside, Nate.
A good run for Giroux. He'll back it off on the entry of the corner, bouncing into turn 3, keeping the second spot right now and keeping things controlled is Vermash. Meanwhile, running to the third lap and running away right now is Carson Furyk.
Yeah, Furyk, he's had a nice smooth first lap. He's down there. You look at him down in turn 1, out of turn 2 now. A nice view from the end of turn 3 and 4 area here now on Race Vision as one sled making its way back onto the track.
We go tight on to Furyk as he'll roll into the third turn for the third time in this contest. It has been all Carson Furyk in this one so far. A bit of a slide, able to correct, and he'll keep it going straight. A big moment right there for the 19 as he'll flash across the line, 2 to go.
Yeah, he had that baby race sideways, but the young man, Carson Furyk, gathered it back up, and he's got it pointed straight down into turn 1 again, around into turn 2, and down the back straightaway.
Furyk out of Hessel, Michigan, riding a 2000 Polaris Indy 340cc sled, and he's had that thing on rails, minus that one little slip he was able to save. He's been sailing away from the field. He'll come to the O'Reilly Auto Parts white flag at the Advanced Insulation start-finish. 1 to go at the stripe. Carson Furyk walking away with Diesel Freaks Jr. 340.
Good look at his driving style. Pretty smooth as he heads down the final lap. Carson Furyk in the lead here.
White flag is out. They'll ready the checker as here comes Furyk rolling through the second turn. He'll rattle it up off onto the back stretch and keep things straight, keep things controlled. With the incident earlier for Vermash, he kind of faded back, and it's been all Carson Furyk in this one. Able to take the advantage off the start, take the advantage off the restart. Furyk will slide the 19 out of the fourth turn for the final time. Carson Furyk wins the Diesel Freaks Jr. 340 final.
Yeah, checkered flag victory. He's happy.
Nice.
Who's going to grab second as Furyk looks back now to see who was behind him on the track. Did Giroux get around that 24? We'll have to wait and see. We didn't.
That young man is he races boats in the summertime, and just he is going to be one force to be reckoned with when he gets into the pro circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. He was all business this morning. And again, just maybe if you weren't listening, that story that I seen him at breakfast, and his dad's going to be riding on the Hoos racing machine up in the Sioux and the big Enduro. And I said, you better bring your helmet just in case you're needed. And he said, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
He's going to be prepared, doggone right.